Hello, creatives. Welcome to the 1% Creative, the platform for creatives by creatives. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about overcoming the creative identity crisis. It's such an interesting topic that I thought about who to do this, and then the guest that we have on today came to my mind. I'll say this: he likes to hide. He doesn't want to come out. He likes to be behind the camera. However, I've pushed him to come in front of the camera today. And the guest will introduce himself as we get on the episode. So let's go. Drum rolls. Hi, Hamid.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Malik. I'm 27 years old, creative artist, I think. So I've directed some films. I worked as editor and other, but I will push myself into becoming a DP in future.
That's beautiful. I mean, how has your journey been so far? And especially with, identifying as a creative, how did you get to that point where you knew that you wanted to be on this path?
I would just say thanks to my family and then my friends, my also religious community who always motivates me to and push me to go and become creative, like professional artist. I wasn't that good, but they just build my confidence that they just help you know that you are really the person you want to be. I started with photography on my phone and then they just motivated me for everything. This is how it comes along.
I love it, especially your photography skills. So, guys, Hamid here is a fantastic photographer. Say I said so. Anyway, I just have a few questions that, in line with the topic of conversation today. You spoke about your family, the background, and how they gave you or boosted your confidence as to being on this path. So I want you to explain or tell us how the culture of where you are from, has impacted your level of, creativity, and how he has also shaped your identity as a creative.
So I'm a Muslim, and first of all, I joined the community, Islamic community, and I did lots of religious work, volunteers, and this kind of thing. I used to hold events. I used to manage their footage coverage for different festivals, and which make me comfortable in my field, and which make me realize that I can really do some creative stuff. As I started with cameraman in my field, I used to make highlights of some festivals and religious activities, and then I did documentaries, interviews. I used to handle their social media pages. It's religious site named Nikibabad Sharif. So this is where I get all these skills from, practical experience, and yeah.
That's really beautiful. So you've been honing your skill, volunteering and all of that.
Yes.
And you've actually become so professional in your field.
Yeah.
And I think that your community will be, really proud of you, for thus far you've come and everything. Would you just highlight a few of, the times where you struggled with being on this path and how you were able to overcome it?
My struggling time was between my college to university. So it was very hard journey for me. I wasn't very bright student. I studied hardly, and then I was so much interested in creative activities like technical stuff. As I have introduced myself as a DP, which is more about technical stuff like camera handling, lights, and other stuff. So I wasn't very bright student. This is where I struggled in my study, what do you say? But along with my practical skills, which helped me a lot, and which built my portfolio, and then I just did my hard best in studies, which helped me to get opportunity to come here and introduce myself internationally, working with international creatives from whom I have learned a lot.
Interesting. Being an international creative is such a big deal, right? Because, like you said, you're putting yourself out there. And if there's anything we're doing on this particular platform is to, meet ourselves, in whatever level that we are, let's meet ourselves, let's work together, let's, just keep growing like that. You never can tell who you would learn what from or who would actually, call your name in the room and say, hey, Malik did this. I think he can handle this. And that's how we just keep going like that. Yeah. Again, speaking of identity crisis, what moment redefined who you wanted to be? You know that thing where, personally, when I was growing up, I wanted to be an accountant. I always wanted to be an accountant. And, we're going in line with that. And I was asked one time, why do you want to be an accountant? I just simply loved how, they dress to work. Bankers, they just, look cute and all that. That was one of my motivating factors to why I wanted to be an accountant. However, when I kept going, it was, the interests began to change. And I saw that I had more interest in some other areas. Yeah. I'm not an accountant today, clearly so, but I have a knowledge of accounting. So that's the question. At what point or at what moment redefined, who you wanted to be, even when it meant, you starting all over? What moment was that?
So my parents told me that I was so interested to become a pilot.
Woo!
Yeah, airplane pilot, but it didn't go along with my journey. So I started drawings. I used to do sketching a lot. I used to love it, and this is where I introduced myself. Like, I found myself a 1% creative, as you say. So I found myself a 1% creative in creating images, drawings, this kind of stuff. And then I make my Facebook pages, uploaded it.
Yeah.
Loads of my friends, my family motivated me. And then I just realized that I might have a beautiful side. So I just picked up my phone and started taking pictures. This is how I moved from starting my hobbies from drawing to photography, and then from photography to videography, and then from videography to content creation. And it's just step by step. And now my hobbies are a bit changed. Now I make short films as a hobby. So I think my goal was a bit different, but it wasn't very clearly defined to myself. But now I think where I am is much better than what we decided as being child. We don't know the circumstances we are going to face in our life. So that's all.
I love the transitioning. I could actually listen to you talk and go on and on. So it was as though every layer brought about another layer, another layer, and you just kept going like that.
Yeah.
So it's now going to lead to the next question of what is the long-term goal for you? Because our identity as creatives can, at some point in our journey, be thwarted. But when you have that focus, like you rightly said, this answers it for me. The whole transitioning that you've had over the years, that's really does it for me. So I'm asking, what's like your long-term goal on this path? Because it seems as though you've settled here and you're going to be here for the longest haul. So tell us.
So to be honest, my goal is not just one thing like earning money. Few people have dreamed to have big house, earning money and this kind of stuff. I would never go with this. I would go with my satisfaction, what I'm doing and how much I am interested in it. It motivates me to live a beautiful life. And I think if you are doing what you actually love is your goal. So you should enjoy your present instead of in future. You don't know about future. You don't know if you're going to have next day in your life or not. So you should enjoy your present. If you're doing whatever you wanted to do currently, the day you have, I think this is your best goal. So in future, you just have to keep motive. You just have to push yourself to do best than what you did in the past. So I think you should compare yourself with your past. Like if I was doing this kind of stuff in the past, like I did many short films before, and when I watch them now, I find them very boring and it wasn't that creative. But that moment, I felt that this is the best work I can do. But as you just go in the future, you just keep improving yourself. So your goals cannot be specific. You just need to enjoy yourself, enjoy what you're doing, and your life will take you the best place one day, the best position.
There's a lot of insight in what you said, and something that just struck me was the fact that enjoy what you're doing. Like that's your goal. If you enjoy what you're doing, then that's your goal.
Yeah, that's your goal.
I mean, it sounds very simple, but it's deep. And I'm going to think about this thing again, to be honest. Like, I really am going to think about it. It's really good to hear all of this, But, I mean, still tell me more.
Yeah, so in my childhood, I wanted to become a pilot. But now I think we can touch skies. We don't need to be in the plane. If we want to, through your goals, through your achievements, so you can even touch the skies while being on ground. So I think if you just keep motivating yourself, the best thing you can do is self-motivation. And then everything comes after, like your friends' motivation from your family or whoever you can say. But self-motivation is the most important thing in your life, which will take you so far in your dreams, in your goals.
Self-motivation.
Yes.
I think that for every guest who has come here, they've spoken in line with, that thing of believing in yourself, motivating yourself, and doing it regardless, right? So speaking of success, as if you knew that was going to be like the next question. Speaking of success, what do you define as success for yourself as a creative, seeing, how far you've come and how much further you're going?
For myself, success is when your family feel proud of you. Success, like if you talk about money, there is someone richer than you every day. Even if you become the richest person in the world, there will be the richest man who is more further than you. If you talk about films and directing kind of stuff, there will be more famous director than you. So it's not about comparison, I think, but somewhere we have set our goals to become someone else, which it shouldn't be. Like you should feel confident in what you are instead of comparing and following others, copying people. If you ask anybody, any creative, how you feel about your work, how you're doing, he or she will always say, I want to become someone else. I want to become that famous director. I would like to become that famous cinematographer, director, actor, whatever. But we are not comfortable in ourselves. So success is when you realize that you have everything in yourself and you have to make your own way, your own path. Like water can make its own path. So this is what you are. You have to introduce yourself new in industry. So also success is like sometimes I even talk to my family like I am not successful in this and but they keep telling me that look where you was 2 years ago, what you was doing and how far you have gone now. So success, I think it means different to everyone. But for me it is what actually you are, and if you are doing best you want, this is success. So success is, we shouldn't relate success with the earnings, power, money, fame. I think this is a success, like if you're just happy with what you're doing.
That's a different perspective, and I love how I love how you think. Really, um, again, I usually would go back to all the episodes, listen to them afresh because, like I said before, there's always something to learn from every one person that comes to sit on this chair, and speaks from their depths. And I think you're doing the exact same thing. And I'm enjoying myself as much as, like I said, I'm going to have to sit again, and watch this episode. So, what has been, we've talked about jobs, we've talked about, projects and talked about the goals, but I'd like you to elaborate more on what's the difference between Malik of 3 years ago and the Malik of now and the Malik we're hoping to see tomorrow. I know the Malik now wants to live in the now, and enjoy now because, like you said, doing what you love to do currently, it's your goal. Yeah. You are pushing to become better. However, you are still here, you're still in the present. So, how do you compare you? Because you said compare yourself. You're not doing any comparison with anybody else. You're checking how far you've come, and so how do you do that comparison across board for yourself?
For me, the comparison is like my goals wasn't that clear before. Like I was doing my short films from A to Z myself, from pre-production process to post-production process, creating films, everything myself. But now I've realized that we need to select a particular role to play in industry. So I would love to be a DP in future, like working with different people with international industries or whatever. I never delete what I was posting 5 years ago on my Instagram pages, TikTok, or 3 years ago, because it also motivates me. Like whenever I got bored and I'm like inferiority complex, so I just keep scrolling my social media pages and then I just realize where I was 4 years ago, where I am, and there's a big difference because people know more about me now than what I was doing just by myself. I was having very small circle, but now I came international. Like I came abroad for studies, but still I have international connections, and I'm also getting to know more people from different backgrounds, different perspectives, different ideas. Working with different people is fun. So you shouldn't go with just yourself, I think. So this is what I have learned.
Thank you so much for that. Um, you believe in yourself. You spoke about self-confidence. Yeah. How do you manage to keep creating even when your identity is being shaken? There are times, like I said, on our journey, there are times where you just feel like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, what's going on? So when you get to that point where it feels like your identity is being shaken, how do you get through, literally?
Sometimes when I feel that it's been too late, I'm getting old and I'm not where I wanted to be, which gives me more depression coming abroad and living far from family, having everything back in my life, but leaving everything for my goals, for my future. But then when what I do is I just start making content. It doesn't matter whatever it is. If it's photography, again, if it's short film, if it's even I think it's important to go out with your friends. And what I am lucky for is I have friends from same field, like they are all filmmakers. So I just go out with them, make short films, make content, post them on my social media. I just spend more time on editing process. Even if I'm feeling alone, I will just stick to my computer and do some editing stuff. So this is what I just keep pushing myself to keep doing whatever I want to. Obviously, we can't manage from just one field. Like I am interested in filmmaking, but I'm not earning much through it. So along with doing different jobs, I'm pushing still. I still am pushing myself in just one particular goal, one particular field, which is filmmaking.
Interesting. So when you feel shaken, you just keep creating.
Yeah, I just keep creating whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Like being on set with other people, I just make their BTS. This is how just I keep myself engaged in
Yeah.
what I like to do. Doesn't matter whatever I'm doing.
It's really interesting. I mean, I can tell about the BTSs. So you've been talking about how, you've worked with other people and how you enjoy, working with other people. So does that mean that you are open to the idea of networking and collaboration?
Yeah, I would love to make big connections.
And this is a platform where you make big
Especially-
connections.
But if you are having good friends, like I said, filmmakers from same field, you spend time with your friends, you spend time with the people on set with the same goal. Like if you are making a film, so all of us are having same goal for achieving what we want. Everybody's doing the 100% on set. So working with this kind of stuff is your best luck. It's a good luck. Like it's fine to have friends like just for roaming around this kind of stuff, but having friends from same field, having same goals is different level. I think this is what you need to have in your life. So it's not always about collaboration with other brands, which I have done in my past. Like I've done collaboration with many big brands
Yeah.
back in my country because I'm also running my marketing agency.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So collaboration is not is defined differently today.
Yeah.
But I don't see collaboration with what it should be. Collaboration is working with people with same goals.
I get it perfectly. I really do get it. So when you talked about having the same people in your circle that have the same, ideas, goals, it's easier for you to create or achieve something in that
Yeah.
regard. Because if we're going on two opposite ways, there's no how we arrive at a destination
Yeah.
or even try to make amends on the path or on the journey. So what you said is really spot on, like really really spot on. So if anybody wants to reach you, how do they reach you? On probably social media? And yeah, basically social media, I guess.
They can reach me through my Instagram,
Okay.
which is Hamid Studios.
So tell me, what's that one advice you can give anybody right now who is struggling with their creative identity, who want to come out, who want to create something, who want to go from one point to the other? I love, again, like I said, I love how you've transitioned. What is that thing you can tell them, people who are watching now, that are in this, loop or space, and they literally just want to come out?
So I think if you are content creator, filmmaker, or whoever you are, suffer will be always in your journey. So you will just have to keep motivating yourself. Just start doing whatever you want to do in future. For example, if you want to become a filmmaker, start creating a portfolio. Uh, we see portfolio as a big mountain, which I can't do in my life, or it's very hard to make. But trust me, it isn't. When you start making something, like start taking very small steps. Start doing photography, geography, or whatever you like to do. It's always building your portfolio. Remember, don't delete what you have done 5 years ago. It is also your portfolio. It gives you best transition of your life. It also keeps you motivated. So I have seen many people who delete their past, even their pictures from 2 years ago, because they wasn't looking good in it. So it affects a lot. It is your portfolio. Trust me, whatever you do, it is your portfolio. It's your journey. It's your good step. So keep taking next step. Just keep going. Never suffer yourself for something small or anything which is a very big problem in your life. Never suffer yourself. First of all, everything will be fine.
I love it. I'm taking the advice myself because I'm going to be intentional about building my portfolio, right? I mean, I've done a lot of jobs that people don't even know about.
It's everything is your portfolio, I think.
You know?
Whatever you do.
Yeah.
I was running my own restaurant in Pakistan.
Really?
Which I think is my best portfolio as well. Like
Interesting.
greeting customers, keeping them engaged, serving them, everything you just learn everything. It's not just from what you're like. Everything shouldn't be exactly according to your future. So you just pick different things from different levels, from different jobs, different work. So you will suffer a lot, trust me, but never suffer yourself, suffer other people. Make them jealous. Create the best you can and everyone will be jealous. This is how you suffer others.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a good suffering, I would say. But Hamid said, on your journey.
If you have haters, then you are on the right way. If you don't have haters, you're not doing well. Trust me.
And to be honest, not everybody will like you. Like, not everybody would like you. I've come to that understanding. I've come to that realization in words, in actions, creatives. Not everybody would like you. Not everybody would like your work. Is also part of the identity crisis that we need to overcome, right? Arming yourself with that mindset of, I'm doing what I love to do. However, not everybody would appreciate this. And that's okay. You know,
this is what I said. You just have to motivate yourself first. Keep yourself first in line and then anything else.
Yeah. I'm loving everything that we're doing here today. I wouldn't lie. I'm loving every bit of it, right? I mean, there's a lot to take away from the conversations that we've had so far. Well, I would have actually loved to sit down more and talk more. However, we are on the clock. And to, add a bit of fun to what we're doing, I'm going to put you on the hot seat for just a little bit. Okay?
What's that?
So, every guest gets to answer a question in 3 seconds. So that's a hot seat. Don't trust me, it's going to be fun. Don't overthink it.
No, it's okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you were to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Mango.
Mango?
Yeah.
That's a fruit.
Yeah.
Is it going to serve as a food for you?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Second question. If you could do one job for a day, if you could pick one job for a day, what job would that be?
Filmmaking.
I didn't see that coming. I actually thought you were going to say bartending or how did I think of filmmaking? That was so fast. Thank you.
This is how crazy you have to be for your profession.
I know, right? Thank you so much, Malik. Thank you for being here. But before you go, there's something else we have for you. Okay. It's a very tiny gift, but there you go. We need you to open it. And I'll tell you what next. You're welcome. Open.
Oh, thank you, Hamid. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Don't flip it back in yet. This has been here for the most part. No, I need you to write something this is called our mystery note. Write something there for anybody who sees this note to read or hear. Hamid was here today. I want you to put your thoughts down there. You didn't say everything here, obviously. Flip to any of the pages, however you want to write it. Put your name, put the date, put your signature, whatever it is. And yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Go ahead. Thank you so much. Pass that to me. The pen is yours. Yes, thank you. This remains here. Thank you so much, Hamid, for coming on the show today. It was such a pleasure to have you here. And Creatives is open for collaboration. He's open, to work with us, as many who probably want to learn more. He's open to learn, to also teach the much he has. Thank you so much. So Creatives, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Don't forget, this is a 1% Creative, a platform for creatives by creatives. And until the next video, do not forget to share this video, to like, to subscribe, and of course turn on the notification button because we have more episodes coming up, okay? And yeah, my name is Nnenna Alozie and I am a creative.